Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Collin, your host with the most. Today, we have a special guest, Scott from Asurion, and we're going to be talking about device protection. Let's get into it, Scott. So, what can customers expect out of DP Ultimate that they might not expect out of a device protection program?
Well, I think some of the things that your customers are going to get from Ultimate are, first of all, the unlimited photo and video storage. Unlimited photo and video storage is something that people love, need, and it's becoming more and more rare to be able to find. You get it included in your program. The unlimited $29 cracked screen replacement is something everyone needs because you never know when you're going to drop your phone, and that is going to be the time it breaks. The unlimited battery replacement at $0 cost to your customer is something people don't expect but love it when they have it, as they keep their device for longer and longer periods of time. And then the expert guidance and setup from the comfort of their own home is a wonderful tool to be able to help them get their devices working the way they want it to work.
Absolutely, and I find myself taking advantage of device protection. Last summer I was riding on my motorcycle, fell off my motorcycle mount, run over by a semi. It was really nice to have that, new device shipped to me right away, and then the Asurion support team was really, really helpful. And I know that's something that was added with Ultimate, but they were still helpful with the process.
Yeah, wonderful.
So, what do you like most about DP?
The thing I like the most about device protection is what it does for anyone that has it. Customers don't like having to pay to replace their device at full cost. Device protection helps your customers save money when it matters most, which is during those times of unplanned incidents. And device protection does that on top of also giving them the battery and the photo and video storage, which is absolutely wonderful.
That is wonderful. And that kind of leads, into our next question. When do you see those, claims with new phones or phones in general?
Well, it kind of goes in different modes. So a lot of people have things happen to their devices that they don't plan on. They think they never break their phone, they think that they are very careful with it, and then something happens. It happens at the beginning because they're not used to their device, and it happens as they become more used to their device or more complacent in their usage of it, so they might not be as careful as they are. They might find themselves really finding the value in using their device more as they get a new device, and then that's when it happens. So it really happens throughout their timeline and their life as a UScellular customer that we see customers have incidents.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because customers do have their daily lives that range and vary during different times of the year, especially in Wisconsin. Boating, lose your phone, trucking.
Yeah.
We have a lot of truckers that lose their phones, and that device protection really adds value to them.
That's great. And to your point of the truckers or people that travel, having that as soon as next day delivery, as soon as same day delivery with Ultimate is something that your customers adore, because they're not always going to be next to a UScellular phone store to be able to go in and get it taken care of. We can deliver it to them next day for sure, and then also the same day in many instances.
That's awesome, and I'm glad Asurion does that, because that helps not only them, but that helps our process too, and helps ease that conversation.
For sure.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Tech Talk Thursday. I'm your host with the most, Collin. Tune in next week for part 2 as we ask Scott more questions.